Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program stream. Today we are going to be going to Eloo, which is the planet that's a bit like Pluto. So let's head there right now. Alright. Here we are. Moving things around. Yep, it is small and it's far away. And we're going to use the same ship we used before. No. But with a couple of adaptations. Let's go in here. I am going quite well. First thing we're going to change. So we're going to take away the heat shield. It's no longer needed. And we take away the parachute because it's airless. And oops, not like that. Like that. We're going to put in a rocket engine down here to allow us to land. And how has everybody else been going? I hope everybody else has been going well. That's too big. I want the little small one. Is it the Terrier? Yep. That's all done. Just want to check. That should retract fully there. Been fine, just been a bit ill the past week. Lots of people have been unwell. So that's completely understandable. Now, does that style of antenna do relaying? Let's have a look. Communications. Transmitting. Antenna type direct. Antenna type direct. That's a relay. Right. Let's have a look. I fixed the homebrew apps on my Switch crashing the entire OS. Congratulations. 100 gig. 100. Alright. I want a big antenna, but we have the problem that gets in the way. Wonder if we can put in a big payload. module there. No, there's nothing that's really that well shaped. Ah! Well, I know what we can do. We can add a central strut. Where we go, structural, where is it? Like that. Put you there. And then we can attach some Airstream shells, like that. Put you on there. Put an Airstream shell on the base. Yeah. Left all. Looks a bit odd, but I think it will work. And we probably want to stick a separate computer in there as well, so it can act as a base station. That's the what's the most advanced one? This one? Yep. Alright. Move you into here. And I'm also going to add for power. Oh, I don't have the radioisotopes. That will be an issue. And fuel cells won't work because we don't have the oxygen. Nice Spectra, what mod on? I've only got Kerbal Engineer Redux. As a mod at the moment. What I can do is fuel cell and add the oxidizer as well. There. Ah. Oh, right. You were talking to Spectra. Silly me. Right. So now we have at least some fuel, and we probably need power up here as well. And we're going to call this Eloo Lander. There. Save that. Looks a bit odd, but we will see how it turns out. Yep. Right. Grabbing joystick. Setting it into stability assist mode. Thrust lever to max. Let's revert that. And get the ordering of the thing set up right. Okay. There we go. That, and that. That one removes the outer one. That removes the inner one. Oh, that's one. Where are you? That one splits off that. Okay. Should be another one. There. And you break off that. Okay. Save all of that. Let's try that again. Oh, just so. Thrust to max. Stability systems on. Go to launch. There we go. Gaining. Oh. Right. There we go. Let's have it gain velocity. Up over 3Ks. 4Ks, that's fine. At about 5Ks, we'll start our gravity turn, but we are being very conservative. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Just let it settle. And we stage again. Right. zipped up all my game keys and moved it to HDD, saving about 80 gigs on your hard drive, SSD. Yeah, clips and video just take up so much space. And I'm gonna go like that. I'll angle about 45 degrees eventually. And keeping an eye on the apoapsis. I want to keep it in the future. Yeah, we're about 15 seconds out. Oh, tilt it up slightly. There we go. It's just ahead of us. We are passing out of the atmosphere, so we'll soon start to accelerate even more. And... right. 26 there. Would you know of any local compression software? The only ones I can think of is sort of like 7-zip, which is, or BZ-zip is the other big one I can think of. Okay, start leaning ourselves more into this. All right. There we go. There. Oh, pushing up almost into that point where we're actually getting compression heating. Alright. Which is not the normal path we take, but it can work. We're up against 5. Alright. And we're probably getting a bit of an atmospheric boost as well. 7, okay. Really nice and smooth there. All right. There we go. I'll point you towards the maneuvering point. Start burn in 5 minutes. Cool. Okay. How are we for power? Terrific for power. And all right. 7. I'm just going to wait until it gets over the 7. Ah, what the? The slide invasion is coming. Okay. Oh, fast forward over that. Alright, got a minute until the burn. We can deploy that. Extend one of the panels. And the other. Right. 20 seconds to the burn. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have circularized the orbit. Antenna is set up. And we've got power, and we've got that. Alright, let's see if we can get it to calculate that. Cool. You can go away now. Create the alarm. All set up. And we will get ourselves positioned ready to set up our encounter. I'm just going to check that. Yep, we're going to have to probably adjust some things after we do that. That is pretty normal. Okay. Let's go back to the Space Center, because it's otherwise really flickery if we speed accelerate there. Oh, recover that. There we go. So, alarm. Let's have a look at you. Warp to the next alarm. Watch the planets spin around. And hopefully we get a little bit of extra science while we do that. We are lucky. Or we don't, which is also possible. I didn't rename it, did I? I'll have to remember to rename it. Oh no, we did that Alright. So we're slowing down, getting all ready. Jump to vessel. Delete and close. Point ourselves back here. Where we're going to burn through the last of the fuel. Ah, that's a little concerning. point ourselves prograde. We're going to have to adjust ourselves. I've run into this problem before, where the burn time is so long. We're facing the wrong direction for the maneuver. Okay. So. There we go. Burning off that. And that will slowly make this bigger, sort of pumping the energy into the orbit. And then when we get around where the orbit happens... Oh, that was pretty spectacular. We can then adjust ourselves. That's a 26-minute burn. Okay. Even with acceleration, this is going to be a rather long burn. So, I've put up my most recent video, which is sort of like a trailer for my channel. So it basically tells people what they could expect from it, which was really difficult because I don't know what I expect from my channel. But Oh, you're kind of disappointed? Thank you very much. Spectra, what did you find disappointing with it? Oh, the trailer was great? Yay! It's good to know that I've made a pretty good trailer. Alright, I can point you in the direction of that, I think, now. And yeah. I know some people found the new Pokemon game disappointing because of the graphics and the glitchiness of the game, which is pretty understandable. It feels like a step back when it comes to catching the Pokemon. Also very struggles to run. Yeah, the heard people talking about the frame rate and the FPS being bad. So I can understand why people have a problem with that. Okay. We're coming along this way. So I've got the trailer. I've been working on the script for the next big video as well. Where did go the quality of Nintendo? Frame rate is bad sometimes when you walk around the... I'm just gonna... Whoop. Powder red. I don't know. I mean, it used to be that Nintendo had a very deep commitment to quality. And I am hoping that they will basically patch this problem, because it's obviously something that isn't up to what people expect from a Nintendo game. So far, I prefer Legends since it feels like it tries to run, and it has my favourite Pokemon. Ah, what is your favourite Pokemon, Spectra? They did already kind of patch it, I heard. Okay. That is... Oh, oh, of course, yes. That should have been obvious. Mine happens to be Psyduck. Oh, it's not in, That's a real pity. I mean, I know why they have to take some Pokemon out of the games just to make room for other ones. But it always sucks when the Pokemon that they take out is your favourite. Okay. We're coming into alignment with the thing. I think team got split to create Artemis and Scarlet and Violet. I think they had 2 teams on it. Also, your favourite, Skizgore. Wow. I can understand why everybody is disappointed. I just wish there was a legitimate Pokemon Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I'd legit buy an entire new Switch for that. Yeah, I can see why that being really desired. And I'm sure that's what they were attempting. But they ran into a lot. They might have bit off a bit more than that they could chew. I'm just being generous to them, and I'm not trying to defend them at all, but it's also sort of like understanding where things go wrong. Okay. Interesting it's not draining. Oh, it is draining from there. Cool. Green Freak just does not have enough time to make their games. Yeah. I agree. I think being let to have more time to work on the development would have been better for them. The real weird thing is, even though it's problems, apparently it is the best-selling Pokemon game they've ever had. Which, unfortunately, makes me worried that they'll learn the wrong lesson from this, and the quality will be even worse the next game along. Yeah, that's true. It's Pokemon, it's on the Switch, yep. It's literally a GTA money glitch. Yeah. Okay, we're all perfectly aligned along the velocity vector, so we are making our best acceleration now. And that's moving out, and it's getting more and more aligned to the orbit that we expect. That is good. Got about 7 minutes of actual runtime now. I'm going to check if I haven't broken anything. Nope. I'm actually pretty sure that these will... actually also deploy that. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't heard much about Tears of the Kingdom. What have you heard about it? But what will happen when there are two brands on game? Not sure exactly what you mean by that, Casp. There we go. So we're continuing to accelerate out, and we're getting less aligned with that bit now, which is a pity, because it means that we are less efficient. But I think it's probably best to just go that way. And I was talking for popular... Oh! Yeah. Nintendo and Pokemon. Yep, I get what you mean. Although, isn't Pokemon more or less an extension of Nintendo? It's just me hoping that 4 years is worth the wait. Yep. But, I mean, 5 years... Nintendo owns 33% of Pokemon, if I recall correctly. Yes, but it's more known. Does Niantic own part of Pokemon now as well? Or is that just Pokemon Go? Of course... I wasn't particularly sure of which way it works like that. And I think Pokemon Go and license to use it. And that makes sense. A lot of these things are sort of like licensing and stuff like that. I'm actually... I was about to say I was big into Pokemon Go when it was big, but I think everybody was at that time. And there are still people who are pretty committed to playing it. I know my housemate was also a big fan of their previous game, Ingress, which always looked pretty damn cool. There we go. Coming down under a kilometre a metre a second. If I've got a... I should have... Here, yep. Toggle display. We're pulling less than 0.2 G at the moment, which, if you think about it, is minute amount of acceleration. And we go. Three-way split between Nintendo, Creatures Inc. and Game Freak. What does Game Freak do other than Nintendo, other than Pokemon? it's because, I mean, you only hear about it talking about Nintendo, talking about Pokemon, or was it a case of they launched Pokemon as their first product and never bothered making anything else ever again? Because why would you bother putting energy into making something that was not Pokemon when you've got all the money from Pokemon? I mean, unfortunately, that's one of the things. Success. They seem to make the odd random game, apparently. Okay. So probably Pokemon and somebody's pet project. If you have a good game, why not milk it? Like FF. Yeah. Oh, Final Fantasy sometimes milks the same, the exact same, Final Fantasy number a couple of times as well. And then they remilk it again with also doing Kingdom Hearts, which is basically Final Fantasy with Disney characters. Yeah, looking at the games list, the other games all look like indies. Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. There we go. And I'm not saying that Final Fantasy VII isn't a good game. It is a very good game. It's just that sometimes it looks like they've over exploited the game. But I suppose that's the case when everybody just wants them to do the same thing. Like Drill Dozer seems it would be an indie game, or Giga Wrecker. Drill Dozer and Giga Wrecker sound more like attacks than games. Like, I could see a Pokemon. Yeah. I could see a Pokemon having an attack called Giga Wrecker. Or an Earth Pokemon. Or Earth or Rock Pokemon having Drill Dozer as a as an attack. Okay, 2 minutes left on the burn. There we go. Things are coming into alignment. Now, the real issue I'm going to have is power consumption and also radio range. So that hard to make new games when you have a brand on you. People will always want the same type of game. Yeah. I think that's the problem that Valve has as well. That they can never do sort of like a whatever 3, because people will be so hopeful for it that it would never live up to the hype. And also, I don't think Valve really cares about making games, since Steam makes so much more money for them. For Nintendo, it's Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. The others are just time fillers. On the other hand, the Mario franchise is massive and has so many different types of games in it. So it has that going for it as well. Because you've got sort of like the Mario Kart Racer, the 3D Marios. Slow us down here. And the 3D Marios, and then sort of like the Luigi games. And the RPG games. Oh my goodness. So many sort of like just variants. There we go. Right. So we're almost... Oh, that's weird. We'll do that. Mario's games is like kids' party games. But damn, they're fun. Well, yeah. That's the... Oh. That's the thing about, that is the thing about all Nintendo games. No matter how bad they are, Nintendo knows how to make a game fun. There we go. Just that down, because we've got an put ourselves on an escape velocity, which is not what we wanted. There we go. I want at least an orbit here. One of my favourite Nintendo games is Mario Party, funnily enough. I think a lot of people's is. It's just a very solid game. There we go. Let's bring this back in. There we go. I've only played Super Mario. And you're also good terms with Lady Luck. I was a Sega Genesis kid. I'm a little bit odd that I didn't have a console when I was growing up, and I could only sort of like play games when I was visiting friends. Right. My first console was the Wii. Mine was a PS2 that I got after I left home. I got GTA on it. I think it was the first game I played there. Which GTA was it? I think it was the one that came out before GTA 5. So I want to say 4, but sometimes GTA numbers their games funnily. Okay. Alright. Had to play half an hour of Just Dance to do exercise before I played my other games. Was only allowed 1 hour per day and only on weekends. I can understand them deciding to do things like that. Because it's sort of like... No, it was, I think the Ballad of Gay Tony was a DLC. Oh. All right. What I want to do is adjust the orbit after here. So we're going in that direction, so that will be too late. Or not. Okay. That goes to 0. Yeah, it's an extension for the game. All right. I want to adjust ourselves so we get nice and close. 6, 5, 4, 3. Ah, awesome. We're getting a focus view here. All right. Yeah. Adjust ourselves a bit more. Like that. All right. All right. That's way too close. There we go. Save that. That's another long burn. Let's create that alarm for our next maneuver. That's And that's in 7 years' time. Excellent. Well, we've set all of that up. That's going to be a very deep space voyage. Oh, the engine's doing that. So we'll go back to the space station. I didn't have a good PC for 4, and that when it came out, didn't have fun with all the security added. Ah, yeah. But looking at the time, it's probably time for me to end the stream. Let's see if this button works again. No, that button's not working today. Okay, go for a scene transition. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company as I played Kerbal Space Program. Today we launched a probe to head out to Eloo, and we've got it set up to maneuver into place. Tomorrow we will be playing some more Minecraft. So I would love for you to join me then. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.